Hi, it's Mrs. Botvinnik here, just bottling some of homework number 1, which is adding and subtracting and multiplying monomials. The first part of the homework is, which is 1 through 12, is more about simplifying these terms, and I'm looking for like terms when I'm adding and subtracting. So a like term, if I look at number 1, I see we have coefficient and we have the same variable of a. So if I look at how I solved number 1, I'm literally subtracting 3 from 52, and I'm holding on to the a. If I scoot over to number 2, I am looking at, looks like I have the same terms here, so I get to combine them. And I'm subtracting 3 from negative 12, so I end up with negative 15x squared y. For number 3, I'm going to be subtracting, because they are the same term. So I'm just subtracting 43 from 16. I'm going to end up with negative 27ab to the third. If I scoot over to number 4, it looks like this one, I do have the same term again here. And it looks like these terms are going to cancel each other out, which is nice because I end up with the annihilated 0. Number 5 here, looks like I still have the same like term here, which is pretty handy. So I'm subtracting 20 from 11, so I end up with negative 9. Over here, oh man, number 6 is a little wonky because I do not, if you notice here, I do not have like terms, so I cannot just combine these because I have AB and then I have a BC term over here with a coefficient, so I can't really do anything about that. So that's as simplified as it gets. Looking at number 7, over here I have my invisible coefficient of negative 1, so negative 5 plus negative 1, so I'm going to end up with negative 6, and then I have the same variables over here, those exponential variables. Over here, it looks like I have a lot of x squared terms that I'm going to start combining. So I have a string of these coefficients here. And if I string them all together, I'm going to end up with negative 3. Over here, it looks like this could be tricky because I have x squared y in two terms, and then I have x y squared. So I really have to be careful that I am combining these correctly. So this is going to match with the negative 5, and then my negative 4 term is going to match with the 10 term. Scooting down here to 10, I just have this in word form, so I'm going to make sure that the order does matter. And I am subtracting that negative 2x from negative 8x to get negative 6. I have another from word, so I like the from words because then I know that I am subtracting that second term, so subtracting it at 21xy squared, ending up with negative 8. And then this last one here is subtracting that 17 term, should be going second. So I'm just subtracting this term from my first one here.